Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to the Cam Codes. I'm feeling so soft and content right now. And I just thought I need to come on to talk to you all because I love it. I love coming on to talk to you and I love to share wisdom. And the word for me has been softness over the last couple of weeks. My God, softness is helps you melt into the moment, into so much clarity. And you probably hear it in my voice. I just turned a corner over the last 2 weeks. I feel like when you have had a spiritual awakening, they keep coming. They never stop. Just to kind of bring why I'm feeling this way into context. About 2 weeks ago, I woke up on a Sunday morning and everything felt too much. Life felt too much. And I asked Chris for help and I reached out to friends. And they did. I had no doubt. And I feel like that day was the lowest point for me, as in, I always feel like you hit the low peak and then you go to the high peak, with this seasonal dance we have with our emotions and being a mother and all what comes with that. And I've been on such a journey being a mother that each layer of motherhood is new. And it's like looking at yourself in a new lens in the mirror, at a new stage where your child's at, where they're next going on their development, and it's like having a new job in motherhood every stage. So it just felt a lot. And it was a lot for my nervous system to hold. But I remembered that I called in softness. And softness is what I desired to have in my life more. Because I was so done with having to fix everything, have the answers, do everything all at once. Things can wait. The laundry can wait. The dishes can wait. I simplified things in my life. And some messages that have come up in the last couple of days is how we now are starting to become better at feeling, at expressing our emotions. A lot of us aren't there yet, but we're working on it. And isn't that what matters? That we're working on it. I had an emotional day on Friday. Seems to be the theme. And it wasn't like a too much day. It was feeling so much on that day. I had so many things happening. To sum up how I felt on the Friday last week was, I just wish I could just click my fingers and take people's pain away and heal them quicker. And I know that's not a reality because people need their pain to drive them to experience for their life, for their path. And I know that I'm part of that journey helping people. I said today, someone's path is like the yellow brick road and I'm just a tree on the path. Beautiful tree, full of light, and it helps them on their journey, guides the way, like a lighthouse. And that gives me comfort knowing that I can be that little bit of spark of light for someone. And that gives me so much joy. But still, being an empath and a highly sensitive person, which I am, has its advantages. And it also has its heaviness of feeling all the time, feeling a lot all the time. So I'm finding ways to ground, finding ways to switch off from the world. And I had a beautiful client today, and we spoke about that. And she said something that was interesting. She said, when I'm processing the things I've done that she regrets or she has resentment about or guilt, is it the same as processing the things she didn't do, the things she wished she should have done? And my response was, the things you didn't do, you didn't know at the time you were meant to do or not do. And the fact you didn't do them was part of the path. And you don't realize that you are a conduit for someone else's path. Maybe you weren't meant to do something because that was part of their experience in life. We can't live in the past of the shoulds and what I should have done, shouldn't have done. Because we're here now. All that's led us to now. All there is now. And it just got me thinking about how much of an impact you have that you don't realize. You don't need to be a coach, a healer, a therapist, whatever you want to say. You don't need to be all these things. You just need to be you. And you alone is enough for someone. I think sometimes we forget that we're part of this big world, and I believe we're just characters on a big stage and we're playing out our parts at this life. And your part is important. Never forget that. And with the softness comes slowing down. And as a mother, slowing down can feel challenging. But I remember about the snail and her having the race. And I don't know why I think it's a snail, when on the nursery rhymes, it's a tortoise. So a snail must just be how I see it in my vision. The snail can't go any faster. It just is. It is what it is. Now the her, on the other hand, goes as fast as it can to win the race. But it can slow down if it wanted to. But I'd rather be the snail, because the snail can just cruise back, enjoy the race, see the beauty, not miss anything. That's how I want to live life, because when we live it too fast, we had this beautiful conversation today around we're living in this fast-paced world. We don't want our life to go too fast, because inevitably we all die, don't we? So we don't want our life to go so fast. We want it to slow down. So maybe we should slow down. Because if we go too fast, we'll miss things. So I want you to think of a word, your word, for the next couple of weeks. Or the next week. Or just for today. Think of that word. What's your word that you want to invite into your life? Mine was softness. Softness in everything I do. And with softness comes a slower pace for me. And I do feel that. And I think coming to the realization that I don't have all the answers. As a mother, as a wife, as a stepmom, as a sister, as a daughter, as a friend. I don't have all the answers for me either. I can go and meditate and ask my guides for wisdom, for answers, and they'll give me beautiful responses and they'll show me beautiful visions and analogies. But under all that, it isn't all the answers, because I don't have all the answers. And that is okay. I'm not meant to. You're not meant to have all the answers. Today's been beautiful. I host a mum's group on a Tuesday morning, and the topic's always really good, and we always go on little rabbit holes of deep conversations, and I love depth. I love deep conversations. I love deep feelings. And I invite you to remind yourself that life's unknown, and how the topic today was about uncertainty and how to bring more resilience around and build our capacity for uncertainty. And a lot of uncertainty comes with lack of control, so there was kind of conversations around that. But I want to invite you to think about this for a moment. The uncertainty of not knowing what beats your heart. How do your lungs breathe? What grows your fingernails? This intelligence, this universe energy, this divine, as Wayne calls it, intelligence. We don't know much about that. We can't see it. We know it's there. It's doing it right now. It's growing my fingernails, it's growing my hair. But we don't know. And can you trust in that the way you trust in other things? Because we don't think about that on a daily basis. We don't think about how our heart's going to beat, how our lungs are going to breathe. We don't. We don't think about it. But when you do think about it, it is the unknown. And can you put that into life as well and trust that life's unfolding as it's meant to? And that was a beautiful way to finish off our mum's group. Letting go of control where we can, surrendering where we can, coming back to now, because now is all we have. And I'm just going to leave you with that today, in the softness and in the gentleness. And I'd love to know what your word is. Please share it with me. I'm just sending you so much love and healing and wisdom and light and softness. Take care. Bye.